What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's doing well, and we're going to dive straight into things. Now, we are in a bit of a sticky condition, so to speak. Prices go in as we planned. That's the first thing I want to get off the chest. You can see that we traded down right into where I called out yesterday, which was this fair value gap, and price respected it absolutely beautifully here and here on dollar. So now that price has done this, logically speaking, assuming that everything is going to plan, we should start looking for expansion on Wednesday to the upside, and we should start being able to look for Tuesday's highs to get ran, Monday's highs to get ran, and then we can start reaching up into the premiums, which is what I want to see happen. But let's go back to the daily real quick, and I just want to clear things up. We are at the end of September now. We've actually just entered October, which is absolutely insane. So with that taken into account, it's obviously a new month, and I will look at the monthly profile and stuff tomorrow. But generally speaking, we just need to take that into account that we've started a new month now. So yeah, but now that we've traded into the discount, I do want to split this fair value gap between this high and this low up as well. So let's get that sorted. And what you'll see here is that we've traded down into the 25% level of this wick, just shy of the 50% level, off this fair value gap, just shy of 50% level. And like I said, we've came off of it. And so volume continues to respect, well, let me see what it's respecting. Volume is respecting it in terms of, on hourly, you can see we've only wicked down into the fair value gap. What I'm saying is that there's a level of bullishness because as we tapped into it here, we got a strong reaction. Same happening here. Once we actually filled it, maybe on the low time frame, price still wants to leave it. So, and we do need to take into account that we have ran out these stops below here. Now, this red level, again, if you've been watching my videos all week, you'll know that I've been talking about this red level as it's the Sunday opening, as it's the September opening price. You can see our price is kind of consolidating between here. Once we get above this Sunday opening price tomorrow, ideally, like I said, I'd like to see price start to rally. And I want to see this high get taken out. Again, it's all a matter of time. I'm not going to be trading after Wednesday afternoon, because it's non-farm payroll week. So that's just something to take into account. But what I'm saying is I'm looking for us to get back above there, find some kind of support, and then I would like to see some expansion. Now, if we look at the volume of this on the hourly, you'll see that we have a breaker forming. We've got a low here, we've got a high here, and we got a lower low here. So I'm looking at the last up close candle, which is here and here, and you can see it's very large. So not ideal in terms of delivery, in terms of patterns. But what I'm saying is that once we take out this high, this is going to be the breaker I'm looking at. So let's get this high marked out, and it's a daily high. And it's times like this that it gets very technical. So we've got buy side liquidity up there. And now I'm just I don't expect this low to get taken. Like I said, I'd like to think that this is a breaker, and that moving into the new day, we can start to see more expansion to the upside. Again, look at how price is treating this level. Like I think it's just a matter of getting to the other side of it and then finding support and rallying. And again, we've got buy side here from Tuesday trading, and then we're going to have buy side here with relative equal highs from Monday's trading. So there are certainly levels that I want to see start to get traded through, and like I said, we might see some quite large expansion as it makes its way through there on the back of PMI, because of how much liquidity is residing. And then also we have some Asian range highs which haven't been taken on dollar as well, such as here. So it'd be nice to see if price can work its way up. And then again, if you watch my videos, if you've been watching me this week, you'll know that ideally I'm looking for this buy side as a target for the end of the week. So again, it all depends on how tomorrow plays out, because if price fails to get back above this this monthly opening price, and it fails to get above this buy side liquidity, price will probably get a failure swing, and price will roll over to the downside. So I'll say that again: if we fail to continue to rally and take out this buy side liquidity, we'll continue deeper, and then I'm expecting us to fall off, and it'll be an aggressive trade into this right here. So if you look at this is some very clear relative equal lows. And like I said, if price is to trade lower, like, it's gonna do it fast and aggressively, and it will just run for this. Now, I understand what ICT was saying now, because I watched his video yesterday about how it's a bit of a 50-50, and I understand what he means by that in this sense. Ideally, I want to see price trade higher, because that's been my bias in the higher time frame. So that's what I'm looking for. but it is 50-50 in that if we roll over to the downside, I'm looking at these relative equal lows, and these are very clean lows. There's definitely, liquidity residing below there. But if we manage to trade higher and we start to see more movement, there's no reason we can't start thinking about these highs. This might be a bit of a stretch, quite ambitious, so I don't want to necessarily call that. But my point is, yeah, we just got to wait and see. But 3 a.m. again, I'm looking for the London session for my setup. And hopefully we have a nice day tomorrow as well. But generally speaking, it was a good trading day today. I did get in on some shorts on Euro and GBP during the rally from 4 a.m. up until 9 a.m. This run up here, I was shorting on other pairs, and that's because they hit their targets, which I drew out in yesterday's video. So make sure to turn on post notification, guys. You don't want to be missing these videos. And let's head on to GBP USD. So my charts are a bit of a state right now. So let's go back. Let's go to the daily. And I'm going to get rid of a few things. So these relative equal lows I'm still looking at. And then this is 25% of the weekly wick. Now, I did speak about this obviously at the beginning of the week, because I split. I remember splitting this range up, and I was speaking about this 25% level, how I wanted it to get traded to, and that I'd use it as, resistance, and that's exactly what happened. Price is traded into it now. So there's no, again, things are going according to plan, so there's no reason for me to, just redirect my bias, so to speak. We do have some relative equal highs here that have now formed after yesterday, after Tuesday's trading. Let's get rid of this for now, get rid of this. And then we have this fair value gap. Now, price may tap into that or run that tomorrow, and then trade on lower. So that's just to take into account. So if we find that we're rallying, I don't mind it tapping above it and then running on lower. But to be honest, we've already ran this high out. So as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't need... only very lightly though, but price doesn't need to pull all the way back up. It's very possible that price may just continue to rally lower, in line, like I said, with dollar, just continue to trade on higher, and we've just opened and gapped as well. So that's just something to take into account. We might find that price moves very quickly tomorrow, and that's completely fine. And if it does, like I said, I'm expecting some large expansion right towards our target, which is all the way down there. But we have some relative equal lows that have also formed today. So let's get those relative equal lows delineated, which is here. And I think, like I said, I think Wednesday is going to be quite a nice day, because as much as I did manage to get into some nice trades today on Tuesday, I think Wednesday will be cleaner in terms of one directional. Because if you look at the hourly, you can see a lot of back and forth price action still, even though we got a large expansion up to where we were targeting. I still believe that I think look at price. It's still in consolidation, so we're just waiting for that expansion for the week. And also, it's typical for us to create the high on Tuesday, so this would be very classic of price if this is the high of the week, which will line us up nicely with to expect some kind of shorts in the new day on Wednesday to run into our Southside liquidity pool. But it's looking pretty clean to me. Let's go to the 15-minute. And yeah, you can see, messy day. Usually I wouldn't trade days like this, but I saw my opportunity, I went long, and then all was well. However, tomorrow, like I said, it'll be nice to think that we do get failure and we just see price roll over and run straight into these sell stops below here. Hope that will make sense. Let's head on. Let's look at 15-minute actually. Anything? Yeah, not really much more. Just a lot of back and forth. I'm not really expecting price to rally at all tomorrow, especially after looking at this. If we break this down a little bit more clearly, look at the structure of things. I'm looking at this swing here, and you can see that we broke structure here. Now this is a deep retrace, don't get me wrong, but then we have displacement again here. So although there's a gap up here, I'm expecting this gap to almost keep price down. I don't want to see price rally above this gap now. We do have some relative equal highs above there, but again, price doesn't need to go there. Like I said, we've just taken out this high and just about tapped into it and ran out stops above here as well. And again, time of day, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, create the high Tuesday. So I'd like to think that we'll just see expansion to the downside moving on for the rest of the day, rest of the week, sorry. But again, it's easier said than done, isn't it? So that's going to be everything on GBP. I hope that will make sense. Do join the Discord, guys. I was active in there today whilst I was trading, and there are some people active in there as well. So do join the Discord. All the links are in the description. And finally, we're going to finish up on Euro USD. Now, Euro has ran, remember, at the beginning of the week, I was talking about these highs. Happy for it to see. I marked it. Happy for price to wick above it. We wicked above it once. Wicked above it twice, wicked above it twice, and then for a third time. Now, I had this fair value gap marked up here, but you see our price is failing to even get near it. It doesn't want any business up there. It's just, I think it's just simply accumulating or distributing stops above there as opportunities before it does run on lower. That's why I think it's happening. That's why we're seeing so many failure swings. But it's interesting to see how many times it's wicking above. I thought it was only going to do it twice tops. So like here once, and then here twice, but it done it one more time here. So if it wicks above there again, I'll be very confused. And like I said, in order for it to do that, dollar would obviously have to drop lower. But like I said, dollar's reached its fair value gap, which I drew out. It's traded it, closed it beautifully, and then moved away from it. So as far as I'm concerned, again, there's no need for these things to happen. So I hope I'm making sense. Basically, what I'm saying is that everything's going according to plan. So there's no reason for me to, go any other way or think any other way. There's no reason for me not to be biased as expecting price to expand lower. And the thing is as well, I'm expecting it to do it quickly. Note that I've said that I want to see price move quickly to the downside on Wednesday. So that's what I'm anticipating. And like I said, there should be some nice setups. And we have some high impact news on euro as well. And the fact that euro is so strong in that it's constantly trying to wick above here, I wouldn't be surprised if euro saw larger expansion to get down quicker. But that'll take me having to look at euro GBP. But I'll take a look at that tomorrow whilst I'm trading. And then we should, like I said, we should get in some nice moves. And now, do note this news is at 5 a.m. So setups again, I'm looking around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. With the news to run. And then if I see, ideally before the news as well, we do see some kind of divergence between euro and GBP. But again, join the Discord. But that's gonna be everything, guys. I hope that all makes sense. Very messy price action when you look at it from, afar. Don't get me wrong, very messy, but it's going in line with our bias. We wanted to see the high get created on Tuesday. That very much could have happened. And then we have a bias of wanting to see a down close candle. So for the week, so I'm expecting the expansion to start now. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, smash subscribe, join the mailing list, join the Discord. All the links are in the description, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.